welcome to the debut edition of the Deestinct Couch, a production of the Deestinct Music Company. It is a gospel music talk show like you've never had before. I am super excited for this because we're talking gospel, we're talking music, we're raising issues, talking business, the word, artists, everything music, everything gospel. I am Imi Salami. On our debut edition today, Yubi's here, Ben is here on the Deestinct Couch, where we're talking gospel and singing psalms. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
So, how does it feel to be here? Because Deestinct music is not all about making music right now. We're also talking music, we're talking issues. How does it feel to be here?
Tell me about Ben start.
Okay, I think it feels good, it feels exciting. You know, when you see a platform where you don't only focus on music as in singing per se, trying to go versatile to make like a general, cooking like a general soup for everybody to dish out, you know, it's always amazing. So I like the concept, I like the idea, and it's good to be here.
Okay, because it's not just about making music, there are issues surrounding it, especially the gospel music. So it's good we have something like this. You agree with me, Yubi?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I think Nigeria is lacking because the demand for gospel shows.
Yes, it's quite low.
Yeah, it's quite low, and you know, so I think it's timely. Yeah.
So looking at music, its essence, and we're also looking at the business side of music. You know, basically, music is everywhere. And it has a way of affecting and influencing people, and it means different things to different people. To me, music is therapeutic. So let's begin from there. What does music mean to you?
To me, okay. Essentially, I think music is life.
Yeah.
Music, just as you breathe, just as you eat, just as you walk. Music is part of life, and it's been there since the very existence of the world. So yeah.
So please, Ben, what does music mean to you?
I mean, music is a lot of things. You know, like you said, it's part of life. Music is life, and music too is also part of the soul. It's emotional. So music is general. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. You cannot actually live life without music. When you think you're not singing, it's not forget about the studio singing. When you go to the military camp, they are singing.
Everywhere.
Recording their own song. Church, they are singing. If you go to the shrine, they are singing.
So what is it about this music that is everywhere, that is affecting lives, influencing people in different spheres, different areas? So what is it about this music? What's the spirit behind it? Is it the beat, the lyrics, the style of music that, you know, makes this music to be everywhere? What is it about music?
Okay, music, first of all, to me, music is highly spiritual.
Okay.
Some may not think about it, it's highly spiritual. What's that? So, from the gospel setting, you sing in the church, you worship God, you praise God, that's spiritual. Because God is the spirit, so if he's physical, you won't be able to get it. Now, if you don't, go to the village and see the communities, go to shrine, you see we are also singing same music to dates that they are not saying, but they believe this is also hearing what they are saying. So that's why music cut across physical to the world, spiritual realm. That's why most times when it comes to music, you can't actually control yourself. You might be here now, you're being moody. When the song start playing, you're still moody. If you get to the kind of song that you like, your mood will change.
Yeah.
You don't know how you do that. It is that way of getting into your soul, just change just lighting you up. So
yeah, because I've noticed there are some songs that are everywhere that are doing so well, topping the music charts and all of that, doing so good in the market. But when you listen to those songs, they are kind of empty. Permit me to say empty. Like maybe they just have a word or two words they keep repeating and stuff. But you see people vibing to it. That music is everywhere. Like, is there really something beyond the ordinary we are not seeing? And you know, this type of sorry to cut you short. And this type of music sells right here in our country, like Nigeria.
Even in heaven, there's music. So we have to understand that everything that we see physically emanates from spiritual, okay? And we must also not rule out the fact that we're all made from a spiritual being, and we were all, in all of us, we have these deposits, you know, and time and time again, you see us, you get to see people responding to things based on what's from within.
Tell me, now that we see artists pushing for what we sell, not minding the lyrics or the message, so long it's going to sell those type of music. Now, our gospel artists are tending towards that, towards marketability, what we sell and all of that. Should gospel music be about that, or it should be about the message? Because I believe it's the gospel. You preach it, you don't sell it.
Okay, first of all, Nigeria, right? Nigeria setting, right?
Yes.
Okay. What we learn music back, like some years back, they learn from the whites. And the way they do hip hop, do R&B, jazz, pop and rock, like that. So Nigerian music very, very much appreciated.
Okay.
But as time goes, the trend started changing. So we started neglecting the foreign music, started playing our own style of music.
Yes.
Even with those that were singing gospel then, they were copying the likes of maybe Donny McClurkin, copying those white settings, R&B.
Yes.
But in fact that here, now we have our own setting. Now if you're singing R&B now, the market cannot actually understand what you're saying.
Cannot relate.
You're talking about
to that.
gospel, preaching what's gospel that you're communicating. If I cannot communicate a message that you understand, I'm not communicated.
Okay.
So I believe that's what Nigerians are beginning to understand. That means it's all about communication. If you check those Western music, those are actually sells very well. Check what they play, check what they sing. They don't even complex. It is not complex.
It's simple.
It's simple. So you're able to relate with it easily, and that's what we've got to discover, that we need to break it down. Very, very simple. So that even the market woman can actually sing, also hear the gospel too. Mrs. Wocha sang her own song when she was doing a kind of high level of music. We did hear her. She had to come to the Nigerian level, come down to the market woman level, and she sang.
But she has depth. She has messages.
Yes, she has message. She's able to communicate that message in a very simple way.
Yeah.
That even me, I can relate with it.
Yeah, but what I'm talking about here, there are some songs that you just have like a line or two lines and they just keep repeating, and then the beat is everywhere. Like the beat takes most part of it.
You see, music's actually very vast.
Okay.
Okay, what is music? First of all, if you look at the meaning of music, there's no lyrics in the meaning of music. All you have is only sound. Any sound that's pleasing to your ear, that is music. You get? Any sound that makes sense to you, that's what music is. There's no lyrics in music definition.
Okay.
So now when you make a very good beat, even because make a very good beat without any lyrics, play it anywhere, even play it in gospel secular, anybody will move to the beat. So the sound captures your attention for the lyrics.
Now let's talk about a little business in church. You see, some churches, they have shows or they have programs. Then they invite some artists to come minister. And then after administration, some they do the normal thank you, God bless you kind of appreciation. But some major artists, gospel artists here in Nigeria, they pay heavily. There's a specified sum they have to give to them. Now, to me, just to call that administration, because you are inviting a gospel artist to come to your a gospel program, a church program, to come minister. To me, is that administration or business?
The truth is, it's difficult to really give a blanket answer to that, question. But what I think a way to, as a guide, is to understand the essence of why a thing is done. So in law you call it the measure. What are you thinking? Why doing what you are doing or what you intend to do? So I can't sit down here and determine the intention of both of them. The person who invited the artist or the artist himself or herself, demanding for such things. So here you have, a gift to minister in songs, and you execute that. You go to a church, you sing a lovely song that will lift the spirit of the people, and at the end of the day, you go out demanding for money. It's a bit,
tricky.
Yeah. But you see, the truth remains that not too long ago, you attribute poverty to Christianity. That's the truth. So anybody who claims to be a Christian, the next thing that you say concerning that person is poverty. This person is poor. You know? So you hear the as poor as a church rat. You know?
Yeah.
So, and you ask yourself, what's the root cause of this thing? You know, that was I can't really just. I don't think I'm morally obligated to sit down here and just adjudicate on such an issue. But what is the reason? What's the cause of such things happening? It has to do with people who, I mean, you come all the way from Lagos, for example, to minister, and the pastor says, "Oh, thank you, brother."
God bless you.
Whereas you've taken offering, you've taken that.
You stay in the
Why don't you even take a bus, right? You take a bus, and the person finishes, uses everything, you know, service to the Lord.
Yes.
You have to understand that the person is giving service to the Lord. The person also has the intention of, this is my brother, this is my sister. I'm going to bless the people with what God has. So there's this.
So you're also blessed with your
Yes, no. The point is this. You know, as an artist, if I'm coming and understanding that it is the Lord that's giving me this thing, and I'm going to meet my brothers, I'm going to meet my sisters, I'm going to bless them with what I have been blessed with, right? It's just simple. I come to your house, I come with gifts. I mean, I should get gifts back. It's just giving. It's just the attitude of the spirit, you know.
Okay, we draw the curtain here today. It's been so much. Please keep the conversation going. Follow us on all of our handles at Deestinct Music, DEESTINCTMUSIC on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. You know, let's keep the conversation going. I am Imi Salami. Until next time, this is Deestinct Couch. Let's keep talking gospel and singing psalms.